Tensions between Washington and Beijing escalated further on Wednesday, as U.S. President Donald Trump accused Chinese President Xi Jinping of conspiring against America, alongside Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. The sharp remarks came as China staged an extravagant military parade in Beijing, commemorating the 85th anniversary of the end of World War II. Among the high-profile guests were Putin and Kim, marking Kim's first visit to China since 2019. On Truth Social, Trump extended greetings to Xi and the Chinese people, but his words carried a sting. He wrote, "Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America." Trump then accused Beijing of ingratitude, reminding Xi that thousands of American lives were lost helping China resist Imperial Japan during World War II. He argued that China has forgotten the blood and sacrifice of Americans who fought in the China-Burma-India theater, and urged Xi to remember the bravery of U.S. soldiers who supported China's quest for victory.
China's having a massive military parade that President Putin and Kim Jong-un will be attending. Do you interpret that as a challenge to the US? And are you concerned at all about those countries trying to be some sort of counterweight?
Not at all. China needs us, and I have a very good relationship with President Xi, as you know, but China needs us much more than we need them. No, I don't see that at all, no.
One more.
And I had actually a very good meeting with President Putin a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if anything comes out of it. If it doesn't, we'll take a different stand.
Trump's criticism came in sharp contrast to Xi Jinping's message at the parade. Xi struck a global tone, warning that the world faces a choice between peace and war, dialogue or confrontation. He declared that humanity must reject the law of the jungle and instead embrace coexistence and peaceful development. Xi also highlighted China's path of Chinese-style modernization, which he said would always be rooted in peace, stability, and progress for the world.
Humanity, as a collective whole, lives together on this very same planet and should actively work together and peacefully coexist in complete harmony with one another. We must never return to the law of the jungle, where the strong prey on the weak. At all times, we must adhere to the path of peaceful development and resolutely safeguard world peace and tranquility.
Remember the profound history and honor the brave fallen heroes.
Chinese-style modernization is modernization that follows the path of peaceful development. China will always be a significant force for global peace, regional stability, and continuous progress in the world.
The contrast could not be starker. Trump framing Xi, Putin, and Kim as a hostile alliance against America, while Xi presented China as a force for global peace. As China showcased its military might with a Victory Day parade, the message from Beijing and Washington highlighted the growing clash of narratives, one celebrating strength and peace, the other warning of conspiracy and betrayal. Even at SCO Summit, Chinese President Xi Jinping has criticized bullying behavior in global affairs, highlighting the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's role as a key alternative to Western-led alliances. Speaking at the SCO Summit in Tianjin, Xi pledged funding and projects to strengthen the bloc and regional cooperation.
Colleagues, thank you for your concern and support for China's public announcement. 24 years ago, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization was established. By leveraging the advantages of our vast market and the economic complementarities among member states, we have enhanced the facilitation of trade and investment. We have strengthened cooperation in areas such as energy, infrastructure, green industries, the digital economy, technological innovation, and artificial intelligence. Together, by diligently achieving mutual success and actively creating a prosperous future, we are jointly and steadily advancing toward comprehensive modernization. We were the first to propose the concept of global governance based on consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits. We practice true multilateralism. We deepen cooperation with the United Nations and other international organizations and participate constructively in international and regional affairs. We always stand on the side of international fairness and justice, advocate for inclusiveness and mutual learning among civilizations, and oppose hegemony and power politics. We have played a positive role in promoting world peace and development. A garden of diverse civilizations. China plans to implement 100 small yet impactful livelihood projects in member countries in need and will provide 2 billion yuan in grant aid to member countries within this year. In the upcoming years, specifically for the esteemed members of the prominent banking consortium, the individual member banks within this alliance will collectively proceed to issue a substantial and additional sum of 10 billion yuan in new loans. The total number of China-Europe freight train trips has exceeded 110,000. Fourth, we uphold fairness and justice. We actively promote a correct and comprehensive view of the history of World War II, and we firmly oppose the Cold War mentality, any form of bloc confrontation, and all acts of bullying and coercion. We safeguard the international system with the United Nations at its core, and support the multilateral trading system with the World Trade Organization at its center. We advocate for a multipolar world that is equal and orderly, and for economic globalization that is inclusive and beneficial to all. We promote the building of a more just and reasonable global governance system, peace and stability.